The material that is placed in front of you is called number rods. You can see the first rod is entirely red. The second rod is divided into two colors, the red one and the blue one. The number rods are 10 wooden rods varying in length from 1 decimeter to 1 meter. Each decimeter on every rod is colored alternately and repeatedly with red and blue. This exercise is appropriate for age group 4 years and onwards. The purposes of these exercises can be to introduce the number rods to the children. Number 2, to establish the likeness between long rods and number rods. Number 3, to indirectly enable the child to visualize the successive increase in quantities from 1 to 10 in terms of length at every successive rod. These are called number rods, and this is the first exercise of group 1. This is the basic exercise that we are going to introduce to teach the quantities first, and later on we will introduce the numerals to the child. Before introducing all these rods, first we introduce the concept of 1, 2 and 3 to the child with the help of 3-period lesson. We can say this is rod of 1, this is rod of 2, 1, 2, this is rod of 3, 1, 2 and 3. In the similar way, we will follow complete 3-period lesson for introducing all these quantities to the child one by one. Now let's discuss exercise number 2 of group 1. The material that you are watching on screen now, this is called sandpaper numerals or sandpaper numbers. You can see some numerals are printed on it in gray color and the rest of the entire surface is plain in green color. Through 3-period lesson, we introduce the shape of the numerals to the child first. Like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. In the similar way, we will introduce this time that how we are going to write the quantities that we have introduced through the help of long rods to the child. When we introduce the concept of 1 to the child, this is the numeral how we will write it. This is the numeral we will introduce with the concept. In the similar way, we will introduce all the written numerals to the child with the help of 3-period lesson. This is exercise number 1, long rods. This is exercise number 2, sandpaper numerals. Now let's discuss exercise number 3. Now let's discuss exercise number 3. These are numeral cards, you can see till 1, from number 1 till 10. Now this is time to match these numerals along with the quantities. Just like that, we will do this exercise with the help of the child, and we will ask the child to put appropriate numeral with the appropriate number rows, just like this. Rod of 2, rod of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is rod of 4. In the similar way, we will keep on our counting till the rod of 10, that we will place numeral 10 with it. Now just discuss exercise number 4 of group 1 of Montessori mathematical exercises. The material that now I have placed in front of you, you can see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 compartments of it. And this activity is done along with these spindles. In this box we have 45 spindles. Through this box, this is called spindle box. Through this box we introduce the concept of 0 to the child. You can see with the help of these spindles, we tell the child what is quantity and how it is going to be written on the top of the compartment. This is compartment of 1, so we will place 1 spindle in it. This is compartment of 2, so we will place 2 spindles in it. In the similar way, we will follow all the sequence till end. If we have followed all the sequence in appropriate manner, then all the spindles will be completely distributed among these compartments, and at the end this compartment is left empty. So at the end we will ask the child why this compartment is left empty, because it is written 0 on it. 0 means nothing. So basically this exercise is introduced to the child for giving the concept of 0, and 0 means nothing. So let's revise the other exercises as well. Now let's revise. This is exercise number 1, number rods. This is exercise number 2, sandpaper numbers. And exercise number 3, we are arranging number rods with these numerals. This is exercise number 4, spindle box. Now let's discuss exercise number 5 of this group. Now let's discuss exercise number 5 of this group, counting till 10. When we open this box, you see that certain numerals are written inside of it and certain buttons, or you can say counters, are present in this box. These are 55 counters and these are numerals cut out from 1 till 10. This is called number cards and counters activity. Through this activity, we introduce the concept of even and odd to the child. Exercise number 6. Exercise number 6 is called memory game. For doing this activity in the classroom, we need 11 slips of folded paper placed in a container with a number written on each from 0 till 10. And the other thing that we need 11 sets of material with 10 or more objects. 11 sets of material with 10 or more objects in each set. Paper clips can be used, cubes of pink towers, cylinder of Nobles cylinders, pencils, 10 crayons, 10 shapes of metal inserts, 10 spoons, 10 sticks, 10 sandpaper letters, etc. For next exercise is action game. Through this, the next exercise, or exercise number 7 of the first group, is called action game. Not specific material is required for this activity. Only actions are focused, like we can say, please stamp your feet 4 times, please knock at the door 2 times, please clap your hand 4 times, nod your head 8 times, jump 10 times. So the children will also enjoy the activities along with the actions, and they will also learn how to perform, for how many times they are going to perform the activity. The last exercise, exercise number 8 of this group, is called number poems and rhymes. Poems and rhymes include numbers, can be helpful in illustrating and reinforcing number vocabulary and concepts, especially when involving actions. There are some number poems like 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the door, 9 juicy apples on my grandma's tree. Like, you can use other poems as well. So let's revise the first group activities. Number odds, exercise number 1. Sandpaper numbers, activity number 2 or exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we will match the numerals with number odds. Exercise number 4, spindle box. Exercise number 5, number cards and counters. Through this, we introduce the concept of even and odd to the child. Through this activity, spindle box, we introduce the concept of 0 to the child, and rest of all others are basically activity based exercises of this group.